connection with the sea. The only way to understand it is to go and splash around a bit. The powerboat designed by the MotorFest team is waiting for you at Lai Point. The Proto MK2, slick and agile.
Glad to see you're sea-bound. Careful, it might not look it, but the way the buoys move, the sea is rough. It's time to prove your skills. These waves are not easy to navigate. Go starboard. After that huge rock, there's a killer view of the eastern mountains. On a Navy ship? You're brave like a true Hawaiian sailor. Not many know it, but 1,000 years before Columbus stepped foot on the Americas, we were already exploring a country bigger than Russia, Polynesia. The ancestral people of Hawaii found their way using the best kind of GPS, the sky and the stars. I'd say that made us the greatest explorers on the face of the earth, right? Don't mind my pride, because our wayfinding traditions help define who we are. Look to your right. We've come back to Kaneohe. This swell must make fishermen happy. Taste the ama if you can. Simply, oh no. By the way, your boat is great, sure, but the next time, let's sail to the stars on a real va'a. Another shipwreck graffiti. Port side. The cruise finishes at Manana, the rabbit island. Don't look for the rabbits though, none left. They were all moved to another place, like a farm or something.
The MotorFest has made a gift for a budding sailor. Look in your inventory. The Proto MK2 is now yours. About to take in the island from a whole new perspective. The sky. Get ready to meet a United States Marine Corps aviation legend, the Transport F4U Corsair. Immediate takeoff. Be warned, this veteran still got it.
Welcome aboard! Ready for a little tour of the island from the sky? You remember the falls in Manoa Valley? Look, straight ahead. Honolulu in the light of the setting sun. By the way, Kaneohe must be great at this time. Head over the mountains and see for yourself. We're gaining altitude. Look to your right. No lies here. The beautiful Molokai. The next landscape deserves a photo. A suspension bridge over the Kahana State Park. That valley leads to the ocean. There used to be dinosaurs around here, like 30 years ago. It was for a little Hollywood movie. They were there, I swear. Be careful when you dive. You'll pick up speed. Welcome to Wahia, old seat of government, the area of old called Li Hue. You see that huge fruit? The city is the place of the famous pineapple plantation and its giant maze. You could come back here after our trip. This is where the Electric Odyssey playlist begins. Trees are scarce, you are back in the land of Pele. That's the Keck Observatory. Go there when the sun's still low. You simply must immortalize this moment. Oh, me? Bro, they got graffiti on the floor. That's news to me. Enjoy Talailoa for a while. I'm afraid we're getting closer to the end of our tour. Pu'uloa, the most infamous bay on Oahu. You're gonna want a picture of this. Snap away. Let's start our descent and get ready for the landing. We're arriving in Honolulu, the last stop of our trip.
shown your worth by flying the veteran. Now it will fly only for you. The Transport F4U Corsair is yours. A present from the Motorfest.
Pamehana mai kala. Hau oli, mai no ke ola. Ua lohe paha oi no Maui. Maui a piki. Maui a ho'opaha I kala. Maui nui a iwa iwa. E ole o Maui. Piha pono ai ke au. I ka mehana o kala.
Honolulu, the gathering place. This is where I live. Choke things to show you. But we only have time for one race. So, how do you feel about going on a street art tour? Look at this building. It's like the town's welcoming you. You'll see a lot of them in town. All of them with its own style and meaning. Wow, you're driving in the state capital. Crazy! Pay attention. An amazing mural on your right, too. Khmer Hadar's art. 2 generations linked by Hawaiian culture. Beautiful. Chee-hoo! The race is getting crazy. Don't miss the next one. Remember Lono? That's him with Kaikilani, the woman he loved. Hey, let's go check out the Waikiki market. Check out these Hawaiian patterns. It celebrates the oceanic people and all of the great heritage and traveling across the great expanse. Made by my boy, another local, Corey Tom. Here we go again. The festival. I love what they've done here. Another gathering place. So blessed to be with you on this journey. I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, hui home. We'll surely meet again. The island is not so big.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. What a trip! I don't see many other places that could top this island for the next MotorFest edition in my database. Photos make great memories, but cars even more so. The Ford Bronco is yours, and it comes with a complimentary rubber ring for lounging around. You've earned it. A playlist is available, driver. New playlist ahead. Let's go! In a few minutes, you'll enter the world of muscle cars. Beware, you may never want to leave. Cars are more than just a 70-year-old car trend. It's an entire chunk of the American car culture. To tons of people, muscle cars are the epitome of what a vehicle should represent. Allure and power, with some crucial tweaks, and just the right amount of outside-of-the-box thinking. Cars in their fullest might and glory. Standard definition of a muscle car. They are sometimes described as American-made two-door sports cars with a powerful engine. But that's a little reductive, don't you think? Others define them by their V8 engines and rear-wheel drivetrains. The truth is, muscle cars are a philosophy. It's a creed more than anything else. Want to experience it for yourself? Well, good news. We're almost there. The American dream. It's punch it or punch out. No way around it. Let's move on to another activity. Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up. Things will get tough real fast. But you'll be backed up by one of the festival's closest partners, Jim Hayfield, a rock star among car collectors. Not a figure of speech. Jim's an actual rock star who just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist, and he's got quite the lineup. A heartbeat, the song of a V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
Okay. How's it going in there? Yeah, Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. All right, let's get straight into it. Rock on! I'm here because my boys at MotorFest needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive. That's one lap. Don't get shy now. Every car you'll use in this playlist are part of my personal collection. But hey, that's okay. This was my idea, so don't get all nervous about it. These ponies are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go. Whether you're a musclehead or you're just here for the Discovery Tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this. Just listen to that V8 like a chonky, down-tuned guitar riff. Another lap to go. You got the path memorized? Then punch it! Kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better. That's it. Fire it up. Cars are meant to roam wild. That's what this playlist is all about.
About American muscle cars without talking drag racing. The two are pretty much intertwined. Muscle cars became popular during the 60s. At the time, they were mostly rear-wheel drive cars made from affordable everyday vehicle bases, but equipped with powerful V8 engines from much larger machines. One of the goals in making such performance-focused cars was covering a quarter mile as fast as possible. Can you guess which motor racing sport is about going all out for that very distance? Indeed, drag racing. There's a strip real close. A proper try is better than 1,000 words.
Drag racing time. Don't overthink, just burn and fly. Right on!
Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
Well, now that was some run.
I do it like different, make that limit squeeze. When I put my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese.
Keep that gauge in the green zone. A good burn is essential here. Yeah, that was gnarly. Let's do it again. Come on, give me that perfect burn. You've got pipes, like a backup singer in a metal band.
Muscle cars are a call for freedom. The freedom to turn an ordinary car into a vehicular marvel, with a state of mind far away from luxury brand strategies and pricing. and the freedom you feel from actually being behind the wheel of said cars. But Jim should be much better than I am at conveying emotions. He's human after all.
This time it's one of those outrun type of events. Drive fast, hit the checkpoints on time. It's just like that rad game from the 80s. You digging the soundtrack? It's the spot, right? That's my mixtape we're listening to. Meshes well with the sound of the engines, you feel me? I couldn't put you through a muscle car ride without some proper riffs, could I? Vibe are you getting from that Mustang GT? The thing about muscle cars is it's all about that optimal weight-power ratio, which brings top-notch performance, that sweet spot. Past this point, you're in for a serious series of turns. Make sure to stay on the road. Told ya, and there's more coming. But hey, curves are part of the fun. And you'll reach the finish line. out of the woods. Finish big. A perfect drive. How about that?
Before moving on to the next freedom-infused event, we're going to make an extra stop. We have a little surprise for you. Although in this case, little may be a poor choice of words. Just head towards the beach and you'll understand. We're real close.
How it's gonna be. All right. Let's do this. That's it. Take what's yours. They had it coming. Giant obviously won't handle like a regular Mustang GT. Lucky for you, this is a 2-lap race. You got 1 lap to find your footing and 1 to feed your opponent some dirt. Comes the jump. Now let's crank it to 11. Monster trucks popped up in the late 70s, mostly just for showboating. They only really became a thing in the 80s. Man, that decade truly was something. You made it through the first lap. Time to crush and destroy. Real American monster trucks are used in 2 types of competitions: freestyle stunt and racing. Given MotorFest's racing DNA, we obviously went for the latter. Don't be afraid to use these banked ramps. Ready for takeoff? Yeah! I forgot to rest. How it's gonna be. All right. Let's do this. Monster trucks need monster beats. I've got the perfect hip-hop jewel for this crown. Cool move. Show me some more. Giant obviously won't handle like a regular Mustang GT. Lucky for you, this is a 2-lap race. You got 1 lap to find your footing and 1 to feed your opponent some dirt. Jump. Now let's crank it to 11. Monster trucks popped up in the late 70s, mostly just for showboating. They only really became a thing in the 80s. Man, that decade truly was something. First lap, time to crush and destroy. Real American monster trucks are used in 2 types of competitions: freestyle stunt and racing. Given MotorFest's racing DNA, we obviously went for the latter. Afraid to use these banked ramps. Ready for takeoff? Yeah! Give me fire, give me... I forgot to rest. Monster performance, dude. You put on quite a show.
track. We're heading north for a race through the swamp this time. Don't worry, you'll still be driving a muscle car. The Mustang GT from 2011 is waiting for you as we speak. Except this unit is custom made for off-roading. Jim's passion for muscle cars is not restricted to asphalt. That man would drive muscle cars on the moon if he could. Closing in. When you spot the wind turbines, it'll mean you have arrived. Opponents are already there. Go on and join the melee.
bulldozer you got there can face anything. that car. Prepping it like 10 minutes before you showed up. It is ready to gobble up every square mile of swampland, if you ask it to. Second lap, keep up with the beat, stay on top. It's a 3-lap brawl this time. Don't waver. You can go full speed, through the mud, through water, through the weeds. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. Same goes for these ramps, flat out. All right. Water pond, don't think twice. Incoming. Make that Mustang jump like the devil is after it. Third and last turn of that swamp cruise. Go for it and don't be afraid to get your wheels dirty. Hold on to your saddle, cowboy. Yeah. That track's so good. Don't listen to me, just listen to this and knock some teeth out. Straight line. Use that nitro. Jump, and you're done. Standing ovation. Show's far from over, though.
The next event is just a few minutes away. A frantic race that goes from the coast to the countryside with an unmistakable Californian vibe. Your next car is one of the most recent entries when it comes to muscle cars. The 2020 Mustang Shelby GT500. Your opponents do not stand a chance.
everyone's butt. Come on, dude, bring the thunder. Man, I love that song. Hey, where's my guitar? Find it, damn it. Bottom line is, with my cars and my songs, you're winning this thing, period. Have you ever driven from San Diego to Palm Springs? It's a beautiful scenic route. I'm getting kind of the same vibe from this ride. Kick-ass views and nice stretches of asphalt to let your mount run wild. The best things America can offer. Mustang Shelby GT500 is a bit on the modern side. Let me tell you, these cars have come a long way since their first appearance. Used to call them hot rods back in the 50s when greasers just started putting large displacement engines, called big blocks, in cheaper cars. The tech's evolved a great deal since then, but one thing is for sure, the same thrill that drove people to push boundaries back in the day is what's still driving us now. Straight across the roundabout. Don't bother slowing down. One final turn, enter the military base, and that's it. The boys are back in town. There we go. You're first. Couldn't have gone any other way.
The toughest cars, so let's take them to the toughest spots, face to face with the island's guardian. joking about the volcano, of course. Remember when I told you Jim would drive these cars on the moon if he could? Well, this is as close as it gets. Off-roading is waiting for you. This car is your best chance to make it through that David versus Goliath kind of trial. See it in the distance. It's waiting for you.
It's gonna get bumpy. Straight ahead. Shoot for the stars. Hey, look at the stands on your left. Looks like you got some spectators. Let's give them their money's worth. Get ready to fly. That's right. One lap. Now taunt that giant one more time. Arizona. Good bunch of volcanoes there, too. And long, winding roads that disappear into the horizon. That's right. Full speed on the descent, but save some of your nitro for the jump. Now, thrusters on full. And we have liftoff. Time for the killing blow. Right on. Center stage, dude. Hit the lights. That's how you rock the house.
Money's long, I don't love it, but I need to keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends.